Hi guys, I wanted to show you the new plants I bought. I have lost a lot of plants, but the Anubias nana are doing fine. So is the Java moss. I can't really see it that well here, but it is growing. I also bought a merino ball, a moss ball. Some of the Java fern is doing so-so, but it's growing. But I did lose a lot of plants probably because of poor lighting. So the plants that I bought, they are they can take a little shade. This is another type of Java moss, the Windeløv variety, and I love its leaves. The leaves, I love them. See how they spread out? These leaves are looking, you know, the shape of it. They're looking a little curly. I love them. And this one, forgot its name. Let me look it up. Hold on. Right here, it says it's the Bulbidus Windeløv. I'm not sure how you call it. A Bulbidus, no. Anyway, supposedly these two plants can take a little shade. They don't need a lot of light because usually this aquarium doesn't get any light. Hello, I'm shining my a lamp onto my aquarium right now to show you how it looks, but normally it's actually dark. So yeah. It's quite dark here. It's a pretty dark corner, and it only gets sunlight and ambient light from lamps in my room. So yeah, but these types of plants, they can take a little shade. And here, by the way, you can see this guppy. This was the guppy that lost its tail, and you can see right here that her tail has grown back, and the shade, the color, is also returning. I mean, you know, the color was a lot brighter before the tail. Before the tail was demolished. But it's growing back, and I heard that the color comes back in later, after the tail has grown back for a while. So it's going to take a while. I still don't know why that male has such an ugly tail. I mean, this is not done by any crayfish, this tail, and he also doesn't have any type of disease or anything. This is just how he's born, you know, this ugly tail that, you know, it almost looks like he's lost a few pieces of his tail, but it's not that. He's just born like this. This is how he looks. See that? It's like he lost a bit. This is not a disease, I repeat. This is not, he does not have fin rot or anything. This is just how he looks. Really ugly. Oh well, I still like him even though he looks ugly. My little deformed fish. I have lots of fish that have I've had lots of fish that were born with this type of deformed looking tail, so it's probably genetic. Oh, baby fish. Oh. So I reinstalled this filter at the back. I had taken it out previously, but I had done a little experiment with celery, and yeah, it didn't take off well. Rooting celery in the aquarium and all that. But, well, my snails, pond snails, you know, those things that are usually considered pests, I like them, but yeah, most people consider them pests. You know, my snails, they got nice and fat. You can't see them right now, but they loved the celery. Yep. They thought it was delicious. By the way, you can see here that I am rooting a ficus inside my aquarium. See the roots in the corner? Maybe not. See? This is a piece of ficus, and it's grown a few roots. You can't see it very well here, but oh well. So the ficus is doing fine. The celery was horrible. This here, it's what was it called again? Aloe vera. The aloe vera isn't doing much of anything actually. It's not rotting, it's not growing any roots, so well, I'm leaving it in. Who knows, maybe it will root later on. As for my filter, I'm leaving it in for a while until the ficus is growing more roots. I had noticed that having a filter in my aquarium helps the ficus root better. So I'm leaving it in for a while. Maybe afterwards I'll take it out again. I really like the idea of, you know, taking my aquarium off the grid and, you know, still keeping it stable. Yeah, it's a nice idea. You know, especially when you consider, you know, things like global warming, etc., etc. You want to keep a footprint, not just your own footprint, but the footprint of your pets, your household, small. You know, just to help the ecology along a bit, and things like that. Blah blah blah. I'm not a hippie, by the way. I'm not a hippie or a tree hugger. Not a vegetarian or anything, but you know, you gotta keep things a little bit balanced and saving energy, and you know, saving on electricity bills and all that stuff. It's not a bad thing, and if you can do that while still keeping your fish healthy, which is possible, then you know, I encourage it. I totally encourage it. You shouldn't do it when you overstock your aquarium, by the way. You can only take your filter out when you have your aquarium lightly stocked and heavily planted. So keep that in mind, but I do encourage it. If you have like one pet fish, not a goldfish of course, but one pet fish, and that's small and tiny, you know, or one or two, and your aquarium or whatever is heavily planted, then you know you can take the filter out, and I do encourage people to do so. But you know, also know what you're doing. Don't just take it out and let your fish die. Oh, this male is harassing this female. Oh, there you see, by the way, one of the fat snails. You know, the one that was fattened on the celery that I was talking about over there. He got really big, like twice the size that he was previously. Really fat. Anything else that I wanted to share? Nah. Oh, baby fish. I don't know how many I have right now in here, but probably in a few months I should put them on the internet to sell them. I don't want to overload my aquarium. Yeah, that's it. Logging off now. Bye bye.